Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of our C programming series. In the last section, we explored the structure of a C program, how it begins, executes, and ends. Today, we are diving into one of the most important foundations of coding variables, data types, and constants. These are the building blocks of every program you will ever write. Without them, your code can't store or process data. Let's get started. Let's start with variables. A variable is simply a named memory location where data is stored. Think of it as a box with a label. The box holds a value and the label is the variable's name. On screen, age equals 25. Here, int tells the compiler the data type is integer. Age is the variable's name. 25 is the value stored inside. You can change the value later. That's why it's called a variable. When naming variables, follow these simple rules. Must begin with a letter or underscore. Can contain letters, digits, or underscores. No space or special characters like dollar sign or at the rate can be used. Cannot use reserved words like int or if. Names are case sensitive. Age starting with a capital A and age starting with a small a are different. Now, let's look at data types. We define what type of data a variable can hold. C is a strongly typed language, meaning you must declare the data type before using a variable. Example: int a equals 10, float b equals 12.5, char c equals capital A. Here, int stores whole numbers like 10 and minus 3. Float stores decimals like 12.5. Char stores a single character like A and Z. Here's a quick overview of the main data types in C and approximate sizes. Int is used to describe integer values and its size is 4 bytes. Example: 10 and minus 3. Float is used to describe decimal numbers and its size is 4 bytes. Example: 12.5. Double is used to describe large decimal numbers. Its size is 8 bytes and example is 45.9876. Char is used to describe singular characters. Its size is 1 byte. Example A and Z. Let's see all these in action. Here, percentage %d formats integer, percentage %f formats floats, percentage %c formats characters. That's how you display variable values neatly on screen. Now let's talk about constants. Values that doesn't change during execution are known as constants. They are of two types: literally constants, symbolic constants. Literally constants are direct values like 10, 3.14, and character A. Symbolic constants are defined using hash define for better maintainability. Whenever the compiler sees pi, it replaces it with 3.1416 automatically. This makes your code cleaner and easy to update later. Now let's use a symbolic constant in a real example. Here we are calculating the area of a circle equals pi r square. If you ever want to change pi's value, you just modify it once and the entire program updates automatically. Let's quickly recap. Variables are named memory locations for storing data. Data types define the kind and size of data a variable holds. Constants store fixed values that cannot be changed. Use meaningful names and correct format specifiers for clarity. In part 4, we'll explore how to make your program interactive using input and output functions like scanf parentheses and printf parentheses. If this video helped you understand variables and constants better, please like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching. See you in part 4.